Hello everyone, it is Shay in Silver Lake, Oregon. It is June 16th, 2026. The high today was 89, right now it's 74. The low tonight is going to be 49. There's an 11 mile an hour wind. So, I got some amaranth planted. Up front, I had 10 packages of rosemary, so I just tossed them in the ground over there because they're old seeds, so who knows if they're gonna make it or not. Look how tall the sunflowers are getting right here. I did some calendula, I don't know, they were yellow and orange flowers. Put those up there too. I also noticed that all my sunflowers had popped up and something came along and ate the tops of all of them up there. So, I don't know. A lot of these ones are missing too. There's a lot here, but there's a lot missing, especially over in this area. I planted, a pink painted daisy. I had a bunch of pink painted daisy seeds. These are all doing really well right here. I just noticed that there's a new sunflower right there that made it. This one's making it. The one that was in that corner disappeared. And all of the cantaloupe that I had planted also disappeared. So that's echinacea. So I did the amaranth. I'm putting all this over it so the birds and stuff don't scratch at it. Bruce don't, I want it to grow right here. I got the spikes in. I put a crate here to cover some stuff. I'm flooding my garden back there because the ground's having a difficult time taking the water in, so I'm just like letting it spray so that it fills that. And then I've got the food in there, in that concrete stepping stone is where I put the new there's something coming up right there. Whoop whoop. I did notice that these snapdragons are getting ready to bloom. I knew that they were yellow. I still think that they're going to be yellow. I'm going to go another round of chamomile, see if that works. I think the birds got to most of the sunflowers through here. Yeah, it's starting to, I want it to get wet right here. So I've just been kind of doing I got to give 2 different people some radishes today. The ground was so dry. I watered this morning, but it is so dry right now that I'm just trying to get some more moisture in here. I'm coming to the end of the watering. I kind of wanted it to get really wet back here too, because these were looking pretty sad. So I don't know it's pretty dry back here. So I'm gonna leave this to flood the area a little bit, and then I have this marionberry's looking really sad, but I'm going to water it some more. And then I just have these strawberries to water, these 2, and I've done pretty much everything else. I can't even remember. I've planted so many things that I'm super excited that this really is garlic. Yay! I mean, it's not like a ton of garlic, but it is garlic. I got garlic over there. I got garlic over here. I'm happy. And then I think my new plan is to eventually, not harvest these ones so much, well, maybe some of these pink ones, I'll leave the white ones alone. But I'm going to harvest these Sweet Williams, I think, and I'll put those out front. Because they bloom fairly fast, and that will give the bees something out front to... Because there's really not a lot going on out there. I've transplanted quite a bit, but it's going to be a year or two before it's established. Yeah, that looks much better. It takes a little bit for the ground to drink this water because it's so dry out here that it just takes a little bit for it to... You got to waterboard everything. Like there's a bald patch right there with the sunflowers. I put new ones out. We'll see if they take. But man, the last couple days, even with me watering, it's just been so dry because the ground just repels it when it gets too dry, I guess. Too hot. It was 89 today, which that's like pretty mild for the summer because it gets in the 90s and it holds there. So like we're starting to kick off fairly good for the season. Oh, look, there's a piece of yarrow that has bloomed. My neighbor's gonna come and collect some yarrow from me. This doesn't have to be there. I don't even know why I'm watering it. I end up usually pulling that stuff out. So this is the last of the watering. Oh, these strawberries are such monsters. Ooh, that skyline is so pretty. I haven't seen the foxes lately, but I did hear that one of the baby skunks got ran over down the road a little ways. Sad. I mean, I don't want the skunks here, but at the same time, you know, you don't want to drive past it either. And then it's just sad. This is my wildflower bed, which has mostly been taken over by bachelor buttons, as you can see. I'm going to really work on thinning bachelor buttons out of the garden and maybe let them stay on that side of the fence or something. I don't mind. But they just get... Like if you need some, if you're like starting out, I would recommend bachelor buttons as your start out plant. That and Johnny jump ups. And I would just start out with something like that. And then thin out, and as you get better at gardening, I mean, I'm not a pro for sure. Like I've got all kinds of things that I'm still learning. But you know, I'm definitely not a pro. I'm the before amateur, but I do know that you can grow this and they look amazing and it looks beautiful. Gives you some shade. It brings in your pollinators. They come in all these different colors. You know. All right. So peace, love, and happiness. May peace be with you always. Have a wonderful day, week, hour, minute, month, second, year. You know the schmill. Don't forget to rewind and be kind. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I have to go turn the water off. See the hose? It goes all the way up there. All right. I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Oops.